Hello everyone and welcome along to the first show for 2014 for the Races TV. We trust you all had a very happy Christmas and we do wish you all the best for the new year. Let's have a look at the calendar for racing coming up in South Australia. We're down at Penola as we do this shoot, but it's a busy time. Friday we would have raced at Port Lincoln with the Twilight meeting. Saturday we're racing at Morfettville. Big day on Sunday at Strathalbyn. It's Perri Cutten Strathalbyn Cup day, and next Wednesday we go racing at Murray Bridge. Well, you never know who you might find on a racetrack, and today I bumped into a visitor from America, Tom Miscannon. Tom, tell us a bit about your trip to Australia.
Well, I came to Australia over our Christmas break. It's a time away from our university. It shuts down, so it enables me to kind of economize my annual leave, so I was able to stretch 2 weeks into a month, and what better place to spend a month would be Australia and going racing. Never been to Victoria or South Australia, so I thought it was a great opportunity to see the race courses in that part of Australia.
You've got a special project underway though as well, Tom. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, I've been to over 300 race courses. I think today is my 334th. And at track number 200, my older brother attended that with me, and he said, "Tom, you really ought to write a book." And so I said, okay, it sounds like a good idea. So I've started to put pen to paper. Don't know when it's going to be finished. It's a lot to kind of put together over 32 years of going racing in 15 different countries. So, but it's a work in progress, and the trip here to Victoria and South Australia this year, it just adds that much more to the book.
What tracks have you visited so far in South Australia?
In South Australia, I've been to Gawler, and of course today Penola. On Saturday, I'll be at Morfettville, and then on Sunday, Strathalbyn.
All right, and what have you made of Penola today?
It's been great. They gave me the opportunity to walk the course earlier today. The crowd's been wonderful, just a fantastic atmosphere. I'm sure if I lived in this area, I'd certainly be a member of the club. It's a wonderful place to go racing.
You mentioned 15 countries earlier, Tom, so you've already got at least 15 countries that will be featured in your book?
That's correct. Probably the most interesting race meet would be in Switzerland, the white turf at St. Moritz, but also Laytown in Ireland was an interesting meet where they wait for the tide to go out and then set up the race course and run a 6-race meet on the beach on the Strand. Czech Republic was interesting. We did that a couple years ago, in Mexico not too long ago as well. So we have a wide variety of racing experiences. So it should make for an interesting book once it finally does happen.
All right, but you hope to get to 1,000 racetracks before you release the book?
Well, that was always the plan. I've databased over 1,100 race courses in the world, but realistically speaking, I've just turned 52. So God willing, and I stay healthy, I guess it's always possible, but a better goal at this point would be 500, and I'm hoping to make Flemington number 500 on Melbourne Cup Day. So.
Tom, your job back in the States, you mentioned university. Can you tell us about your livelihood back home?
Well, sure. I'm retired from the U.S. Navy. In 1999, I completed my 20 years of service, and then kicked around doing odd things for 2 years, and then I took a job at the University of Central Florida where I work as an administrative assistant.
All right, the weather back home's been very, very cold, or your part of the world has it been okay?
Florida's been great, but I grew up in Pennsylvania and they're getting hammered, so I really feel bad for my brothers and my mom. I can't imagine they're getting around too much, but back home in Florida, everything's fine, so no worries there.
Well, Tom, lovely to catch up with you at Penola today. Enjoy Morfettville on Saturday and also at Strathalbyn on Sunday. And for those people that might bump into you, make sure they say hello and make you feel really welcome here in Australia.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. It's been a fantastic trip so far, and Strathalbyn will actually be my 50th Australian race course, so making a bit of a milestone here on this trip, so I'm really excited about that.
So a big thank you to our visitor there, and as I said, if you happen to bump into Tom at Morfettville on Saturday or at Strathalbyn on Sunday, make sure you do say hello. Speaking of Strathalbyn on Sunday, let's have a look at the feature race. Race number 7, the Perri Cutten Strathalbyn Cup. Weights headed by Sky Raider, having its first start for Mick Whittle, formerly with Tony McAvoy, Dominic Tourneur riding. Texan Warney likely to back up after his run at Penola on Thursday. Vimmer getting close to a win. Differing Fortunes, a very good chance. Matthew Nielsen riding for Daniel Clark, and of the locals there at Strathalbyn, Caton's been going well for Fred Muring. I reckon LG Rana's got a good chance as well for John McMillan with Claire Lindop riding. So that's the feature race on Sunday. Should be a terrific day at Strathalbyn, and we'll see you again next week for the Races TV.
There's nothing like a day at the races.